With only 15 days left before UCO's Move the Needle campaign deadline, the university has 4 on-campus vaccine clinics left.
The October 1st deadline is quickly approaching, and UCO still stands at 24% of students fully vaccinated.
First and second dose vaccine appointments will be available in the NIE in 1 week on the 23rd and 24th. 2 more clinics will be on campus on the 28th and 29th. 50% of students must be vaccinated for UCO to extend fall break by 1 day.
And UCO says even if you submitted your vaccination status in the spring or summer, to still submit it again.
Right now on campus, UCO says it has 94 active cases and just over 1,000 recoveries. The university is seeing over 1,100 cases since August of last year.
And the State Department of Health is reporting over 2,200 new cases across the state today. This brings the total number of active cases to over 17,000. Over 1,300 Oklahomans are hospitalized with the virus. 382 are in the ICU. And over the past year, COVID-19 has had a tremendous effect on the way students have learned. Virtual learning has been the central way students have attended class, but this semester is looking a little different. UCentral's Edmond Jones has more.
COVID-19 has shifted the way in which life on UCO campus has functioned. After a year of virtual learning and extended classrooms, UCO has finally allowed classes to return to in-person. The mask mandate has lifted as well, and now students are able to make their own decisions regarding face coverings. Most students and staff are happy with this return to normalcy, but still encourage carefulness and consideration.
Even though we're not the most at-risk population, there are still immunocompromised people among us, so we need to be responsible for them and accountable for us too.
Mass communication professor Joe Height says in-person classes benefits his teaching.
You see how students are interacting more than you see on Zoom. I can see how they're gauging what I'm talking about. If, asking them questions, spurring them on to absorb in the material that I'm trying to teach.
Likewise, students have voiced their preferences for in-person classes as well.
I think that in-person classes can be a great way for people to learn over online, because for me personally, a home setting is not always where I feel the most inspired or motivated to learn things.
With the launch of the Move the Needle campaign, the campus is encouraging students to do their part and get vaccinated to help us return to 100% normalcy.
I think that it's a good thing. I think incentives to get people vaccinated so that we're safer as a community is always a good thing. I think that as long as it's something that's in line with our morals and is a general something that's good for the population as a whole and nothing too questionable.
In Edmond, Edmond Jones, UCentral News.
And Governor Kevin Stitt says he is requesting an audit of the Oklahoma State Department of Education. The governor claims there was a misuse of funds found in the audit of Epic charter schools. Stitt says the request specifically demands the identification of all revenue sources flowing into the OSDE to determine whether the State Department of Education and Oklahoma school districts are complying with the state's requirements. And I don't know about you, Tyler, but the fair is starting today, and I'm wondering what that weather is going to be looking like.
I know, right? I plan on going out Saturday night, but MC, could we be seeing some nice temperatures going into this weekend?
Thank you, Tyler and Courtney, and hello, Bronchos. Just like they said, it is the first day of the state fair. It is hot. It is partly cloudy, so we have a little bit of shade, but that's okay. Make sure you have a cinnamon roll just for me, but make sure you stay hydrated as well. Drink plenty of water. Going into the weekend, northern Oklahoma will see a chance of isolated storms, about 20% coming in from Kansas, so mostly in the Panhandle. And then next week, we will see the temperatures drop down for the first day of fall on Wednesday. The current temperatures here in Edmond are 90 degrees. It's partly cloudy, just like I said. We have a south wind of about 10 miles per hour, so it's a little breezy, but make sure you still are drinking water because that heat can get to you. We do have a 39% humidity, and it does feel like exactly what the big number says on the screen. And then we do have some temperatures going across the state. 90 here in the metro, same thing in Guyman, Lawton, and Altus. That's all I have for you currently, Bronchos. Make sure you stay tuned for the 7-day. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, MC. The Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office says its deputies are now using body cameras. The Sheriff's Office says it has 40 cameras and that the cameras will cost over $70,000 a year. The OCSO says the cameras will automatically turn on when emergency lights are activated or when a deputy draws their gun. Oklahoma City police say they have identified an accused porch pirate. Officers say this person stole a package at a home near Sunny Lane and I-240.
The city of Edmond is asking residents to give their feedback on an upcoming project. The city says the wayfinding project will better direct people through the community. The city has a brief survey at the link there on your screen. The survey is open through October 1st. And tomorrow is the deadline to register to vote ahead of the October 12 election. UCentral's own Brady Gray tells us why this election is especially important for Edmond residents.
Brady Gray reporting for UCentral News here at EC Hafer Park in Edmond, reminding you that tomorrow, September 17th, is the last day to register for the October 12th election. The elections across the state will range from school board decisions all the way to local proposition questions. The proposition here at Edmond, a temporary sales tax raised for the 2022 calendar year to help purchase more land for EC Hafer Park. The land will be the 22 acres straight south of the tree line that you see here, and it will be a raise from 8.25% in sales tax to 8.5%. The 22 acres of land will be purchased for $5 million in order to renovate and expand the land for EC Hafer Park and expand the city park system. For more information on that bill, visit edmondok.com, and in order to register to vote, visit oklahoma.gov/elections. That's all I have here. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Brady. If you're visiting the Paycom Center anytime soon, make sure to bring your debit cards. Paycom says the arena is now a cash-less venue. The company says it will accept debit and credit cards along with several forms of mobile payments.
And a new exhibit at the Melton Gallery opens today. The opening reception will start at 5 p.m. and ends at 7:30 p.m. The exhibit is free and will be at the gallery until November 18th. UCO says the exhibit is designed to highlight women, non-binary, and other social justice advocates of all races and ethnicities. And also happening today, UCO's Melton Gallery is set to open one of the state's first Zine libraries. These libraries are self-published, self-edited pieces of art and literature. The space will give guests the chance to view the artwork and learn about their creation and even create their own Zine.
UCO says it will be working on UCO systems from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. UCO says certain services will be unavailable. This includes student services in UConnect, along with class schedule and registration. But UCO says Wi-Fi networks, email, and D2L will still be available.
The cost of living in the U.S. rose. That's according to the Labor Department. The department says the Consumer Price Index increased by 0.3%. This comes after 0.5% increase in July. The department says the cost of all items rose by 5.3% over the last year. And the U.S. Census Bureau says household incomes fell by 2.3% over the last year. The median household income was just over $67,500. The Bureau says the nationwide poverty rate rose by 1 percentage point. The Bureau says 37.2 million people were in poverty in 2020, around 3.3 million more than in 2019.
A new survey from Glassdoor says nearly 45% of employees expect to work hybrid or full-time remotely going forward. 49% expect to return to the office full-time, and nearly half of employees have felt isolated from their coworkers during the pandemic. 42% say they have felt their careers stall. And then coming up on UCentral News, we'll check back in with MC for a full look at your full weather forecast.
But first, we spoke to several UCO students on how to stay on top of classwork, their tips for others up next.
Connect to innovation.
Connect to creativity.
Connect to opportunities.
Connect to friendship. Connect to all this and more when you connect to Central.
A star-filled sky makes your dreams go wild in a place that beckons the heart of a child. Feel your journey begin as adventure takes flight, where the light beams all day and dances at night. A new place to meet meets a roar of thunder, and sounds fill the air in the land of wonder. And joyous expression meets boundless laughter, or perhaps peace and quiet if that's what you're after. TravelOK.com is for the young at heart. Come see for yourself where memories start.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Maps continues to transform Oklahoma City with the opening of the new Scissortail Park. More trails and sidewalks. And more to come. Our city just keeps getting better. This is now a place we all want to live. Learn more at velocityokc.com.
The beginning of a school semester can be hectic for everyone, and especially for new students.
We asked UCO students if they had any advice for their fellow Broncos.
My advice would first be to really look at that syllabus. That's just going to be your map for the whole semester. Another big thing would just try to get involved in something else on campus. I feel like the more you're on campus, the better you are with your major, with meeting new people, and I think that's just going to be better for you in your success.
I would say keep an agenda, whether it's like on your phone, your calendar, or like a physical copy. Definitely as soon as you get your syllabus, put in the assignments that you're going to have throughout the semester, and try and spend time on campus. Don't isolate yourself, especially if you live off campus or something. Try to find a club. Or
also use the reminders app on my phone to remind me like a couple days right before major assignments. I also plan out my times to go to the library, so I have a plan scheduled to go to the library every week for like 3 hours, 3 times a week, and it makes sure that like I have planned homework time where you can spend your free time doing something else, like coming on campus and doing activities or hanging out with friends, because you want to have free time as well. So just being able to plan your schedule to do your homework can get you a lot of free time.
And we have the weekend coming up. Thursday is Friday Junior. I'm wondering what those temperatures are going to be looking like.
I know. I'm personally ready for these fall temperatures, but MC, what can we see coming up into this weekend?
For the weekend, it's going to be very, very warm, especially for the fair. Hello, Bronchos. I hope you guys are having a great day. Let's go ahead and look at your current conditions. It is 90 degrees, partly cloudy. We do have a south wind of about 10 miles per hour, so we have a bit of a breeze, but not too much. Make sure you are drinking plenty of fluids, like I said before. Then we have a humidity of about 39%, and it does feel like the big number that you see on the screen, 90 degrees. Now, our weather headlines, it is hot for the state fair, so make sure, again, you are drinking plenty of water, but have fun. Have a cinnamon roll. Those are my favorites, or corn on the cob, turkey leg, whatever you like. We will see some isolated storms up in northwest Oklahoma. That's going to be in the Panhandle coming in from Kansas, about a 20% chance of rain. And then the temperatures will cool down, that is, for the first day of fall on Wednesday. Let's go ahead and look at the temperatures across the state. 90 degrees here in the metro. 88 in Miami, 93 in Ponca City, 92 in McAllister, and 90 in Lawton. Now for tonight, if you are going to the state fair, it's going to be 69 degrees, going to be a clear sky. We will have a south-southwest wind of about 9 miles per hour and a humidity of about 65%. Now there won't be any chance of rain, so it's going to be a great, great night. Looking at the temperatures across the state for tonight, that is 69 here in the metro, like I said, 66 in Ponca City, 69 in Tulsa, Idabel, same thing, 66 in Altus, and same thing in Lawton. Now the highs for tomorrow, we will see 93 here in the metro, 80 in Guyman from those storms, like I said earlier, 88 in Idabel, Altus 94, Clinton 91, Woodward 90. Now the daily forecast for tomorrow, it will start off a bit cool, 70 degrees here in the metro. Then going into lunchtime, it will be 85 degrees. pretty sunny, maybe a little bit of clouds, but not too much. And then clear, 88 degrees for tonight. Now for the forecast, 7-day forecast that is, Thursday, today, 90 degrees, Friday, 91. Saturday and Sunday, it will be 90 degrees. Going into Monday, it will hit 93, but it will shoot down about 10 degrees because of that rain coming in from the north. About 20%, be 81, and then the first day of fall will be 80. Now that's all I have for you. Make sure you stay tuned for what else I have. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, MC. Coming up in social media, I will be talking about how a rapper may possibly be heading to the White House and more after this.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back to UCentral News. I'm Tyler Whitehead, and here is your social media update. Nicki Minaj has been a topic of discussion with COVID-19 vaccines. The rapper tweeted out saying that she does not support the vaccine as it had alleged health effects on a close family friend. The response to this tweet? The White House is getting involved. According to AP, they are offering to have a Biden administrator doctor talk to Minaj and answer her questions regarding the COVID-19 vaccine. She accepted the invite and will be in conversation soon. And speaking of rappers, Lil Nas X will drop his latest album, Montero, at midnight. In preparation, he will be cash apping fans that quote his latest tweet with hashtag Lil Nas X gives birth and name the song they are most excited about. This new album will feature artists like Doja Cat, Miley Cyrus, Megan Thee Stallion, and Elton John. Will you be streaming his new album? And speaking of Elton John, he postponed his 2021 tour dates of the Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour. The reason? He is getting hip surgery. He released a statement across all platforms mentioning that he will reschedule the UK and Europe dates to 2023 and hopes to get back on the road in January 2022. He also thanked his fans for being patient for this tour because it was already set back a year due to the ongoing pandemic. And speaking of farewells, NBC's Brooklyn Nine-Nine will be airing its series finale tonight. Many fans have taken to Twitter to share their appreciation of the show. One of the actors on the show tweeted out this photo saying, quote, "This is it. One last ride tonight." After the finale, the cast will join Seth Meyers on his late night show. The series ran for 8 seasons with 151 episodes in total. Will you be watching the finale tonight? Well, that's all I have for you today. Make sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss out on anything UCentral News. Give us a follow on Twitter at UCentral Media and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/UCentral. I hope you all have a great day, Broncos. Courtney, what do we have coming up?
Thanks, Tyler, and we'll have sports right after this.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back, Bronco fans. I'm Jackson Rowbottom, and this is your sports update. Game day is getting closer for Bronco football as they're gearing up for their second home game against the 0-2 Missouri Southern State University Lions. UCO will be looking to bounce back from the 10-point loss they suffered last Saturday against Emporia State. UCO is 1-1 for the season with plenty of football left to go for the fall, and they'll be trying to get their second win at home on Saturday, September 18th at 7 p.m. UCO volleyball is in top form this season, winning 5 straight matches to improve to 7 wins with only 1 loss on the season. Your Lady Broncos squad will be making their way up to Pittsburgh, Kansas to take on the 6-win, 2-loss Pitt State Gorillas. The Lady Broncos have looked on fire this season, and they are fully expecting to extend their winning streak to 8 wins tonight in Pittsburgh at 6 p.m. And a big game coming up for UCO soccer as they prepare to host the 1-win, 3-loss Northeastern State University Riverhawks in their last home game for a while. UCO will be coming into this game with a 2-win, 2-loss season and their sights set on getting win number 3 before going on the road for 5 straight weeks. That game is set to be played tonight at 7 p.m. The UCO women's tennis team will be visiting the University of Central Arkansas this weekend for a fall tennis matchup at the UCA tennis courts. The Lady Broncos were national semifinalists a year ago, and they were in Tyler, Texas 2 weeks ago, where they saw over a dozen victories. They expect to see some better competition this weekend. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State both play their 3rd game of the season on Saturday, and the Sooners are set to host Nebraska at 11 a.m. in Norman, looking to build off their dominant 76-0 win over Western Carolina last week. The Cowboys travel to Boise State at 8 p.m., where they will be underdogs for the first time this season. The Cowboys hope to improve their offensively after 28-23 win last week at home against Tulsa. Good luck to both schools this weekend. Tonight in the NFL, the New York Giants take on the Washington football team in Washington, D.C. New York has won 5 of the last 5 games against Washington as both teams look for their first win of the young 2021 season. That's all we've got for you today on Sports News. For more details, stats, and information, visit our website at broncosports.com. I'm Jackson Rowbottom. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Jackson. Coming up next on UCentral, a look into an on-campus event.
And then we'll check back in with MC to get one final look at the weather forecast.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
TRIO Student Support Services held an orientation today to recruit students to use their services for extra help.
TRIO offers scholarship opportunities for first-generation students and options for low-income students.
Here at UCO, we have the TRIO Student Support Services programs, and there's 6 different programs that support students of all different kinds, from different backgrounds that are first generation and low income. And they include English as a second language programs, programs for disabled students.
SSS, so I'm not a student anymore, but when I was a student, being a part of SSS was a great program. The tutoring that they had, I definitely took part in that. Mentoring, I had a great mentor, a part of the program, who was able to speak to me about different situations that I was having. And then
today, I've just been helping each of the tables, making sure they have everything that they need. The students know where to go, and everybody know about the fun drawings that we have as well. So who doesn't like free prizes?
You can visit the SSS office in the Max Chambers Library in room 315A. And if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, then the OKC Fair will have something for you. Today is the first day of the Oklahoma State Fair, and it will run until September 26th.
Activities run from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. For more information and to purchase tickets, visit okstatefair.com. If you go today, tickets will only cost $2. I don't know about you, Tyler, but if I'm going to go to the fair, I'm wanting it to be nice and breezy. I'm wondering what MC has for us for her last look at weather. How you doing, MC?
Thank you, Courtney. Well, you guys, I do have your 7-day forecast. It's the little things. You see my little Ferris wheel? I know you guys like that. But here in the metro, we do have 90 degrees, or it is 90 degrees. Friday for tomorrow, it'd be 91. Saturday, 90. Same thing for Sunday. And Monday, 93. Tuesday, we'll see a chance of showers, 20%, 81 degrees. And then for the first day of fall, it will be 80 degrees. Now, for tonight, if you are going to the State Fair, make sure you have an amazing time. It's going to be clear skies, perfect temperature, 69 degrees. We will have a south-southwest wind of about 9 miles per hour, so it's going to be a bit breezy, but we will have a humidity of about 65%. It's going to be beautiful outside, so make sure you have a great time. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, MC. Tyler, you have any fun plans for the weekend?
I plan on going to the State Fair on Saturday night, But that's all we have for today's edition of UCentral News.
Have a good evening, Edmond.